Hello and welcome, lovely Pisceans, to Alice of Avalon. Going to do a reading today. But remember, just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. It might be somebody else's message. So we're going to ask Archangel Michael for protection. And call in the angels and spirit guides to give us clear, concise messages today for the sign of Pisces. Okay, there we go. And with that cleared and cleansed, let's take a look at what messages we have for you. And what's jumping out here, there's the first one. Oh, feeling depleted. Feeling like you don't have enough to give and receive. Or is it unequal giving? Or is it giving with strings attached? Do you just feel that there's a debt of imbalance? And this doesn't necessarily need to be around money. It can be around time and sharing and jobs in the house and, you know, support, people supporting you. So are you supporting of other people? You know, just taking a really good look at where there's a depletion in your life. Because when we get drained and down, if we're not receiving, I think the mantra around this reading is I receive, I receive, I receive. Then we've got nothing left to give. Or perhaps others are completely depleted and they've got nothing left within them to give. And you're just feeling it at the moment. And look, here we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a really good time that for whatever's troubling you, help and recovery is on the way. You know, you just got to ask. And it really is saying, I need help. And renewed stability will come. But I think acknowledging that you are depleted and asking for this help is really, really important. It is on the way. So there's help for your situation on the way. I think, yeah, just acknowledging, look, there you are. So this is, you know, whatever help's coming in, it's going to take you to much calmer waters. Things will really improve for you now. There you are. Messages, quick, fast-acting messages are going to come in. If I was to read these four cards together, I think you'd acknowledge that you were just depleted, run down, without. You've asked for help. I get the feeling you've come to the right place. This feels like help is going to take you to calmer waters, the help that you need, even if it's just a bit of moral support, a few uplifting words. And these messages, they're going to come in swift and fast, yeah? And they're going to bring you what you need. They could be money, they could be finances, they could be security. Something's coming in via a message that is going to, maybe it's a new job offer or something, so that the money will start to come and it will take you to calmer waters. You know, I feel like your problems here are really getting fixed. Look, and there you are, we've got the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. And this is about making those clear choices. I feel like your emotions have been all over the place. You haven't had a clear direction. But with this card now in reverse, these messages, they're going to help you make clear, concise choices that aren't based in emotions, they're based more in the practical. And this is going to take you to these calmer waters. It's going to take you out of this feeling of loss and depletion that you've had in the past. So yeah, just be open to receiving whatever's coming towards you, because it really is going to put you into a better place. It's really going to help you. These messages, this support and this help that's coming, it's going to help you, you know, avoid temptation and make really realistic decisions. And I think that's what's needed now. We can't, this can be about illusion, where we go, oh, everything's going to be fine, but we're not doing anything practical to help ourselves. Whereas here, I feel like the energy's grounded and you can take a decision based on, actually, I've got a problem here. I've got a problem here that needs resolution. I need to get to calmer waters. And it's coming up for you very much. And look, there you've got the Queen of Swords. Now, she's coming in with a lot of clarity. So these grounded, practical choices and decisions here, that they really need to be made. It's almost like a matter of urgency. You need to get sensible about this. And once you have this help, you have this support and these messages, the Queen of Swords, well, she's really thinking with her intuition. So she's got clarity, very clear thoughts. There's a lot of intuition that she's using. So she's following her divine inner guidance. And really that's what's going to pull you out of this quagmire. So it could just be messages from the universe that are coming, right? So you can take this clear, sensible choice and decision. Even if this is a wake-up call here, to go stop floating around in fantasy, ground, be steady, be sensible, right? And here she comes. And at that point, you can make these clear decisions. You know, she's got her sword there. This is the sword of truth coming in. If we're making decisions based on illusions and lies, of course, we're going to end up in a mess. But here, the truth is coming in. It's coming in divinely. It's coming in very accurately. And it's making you really see the situation with a lot of clarity. And there you are. So this is where the decisions and the choices that you now make will turn everything around you. This is when you feel really good about yourself. You will, by taking action on this situation, taking these much more grounded choices and decisions. You know, I'm looking at these three cards here. Grounded choices and decisions with clarity, with truth, with honesty, with facts. You're going to feel so good about yourself. You're going to feel like you're up on a high horse, right? You're going to feel so much better when you've done something based on a lot of clarity. I think you've been floating around in a, I don't know what to do, but it's coming, it's taking it a safer shore. It's just a bit of common sense here, a bit of clear thoughts. Maybe go within and find out really what the truth is. All these messages coming in, they're going to bring you the truth. You're going to go boom into clarity. And when you act upon the clarity, you're going to feel so good about yourself. You're going to celebrate yourself. In fact, I think the whole community is going to celebrate you because you will make these big changes. You know, you're going to feel great. Great. So much better than you had before. And can we have some more cards around this? I'm looking for 3 more cards here. There you are. You can become the Empress at this point. And the Empress is, you know, she's abundant. She's beautiful. And we don't have to be physically beautiful. Our actions, our heart, our thoughts, words and deeds, they can just be beautiful. You know, and this is where you shine your inner light. And that's when you look beautiful. If you notice the people you see, it doesn't actually matter what they physically look like. It's that light that they shine within that makes them beautiful. You know, and there's a lot of love in this. This is a real nurturing love, and it might be nurturing of yourself because you'll be feeling so good inside. Nurture yourself. So this is filling up that very depleted place you're in with self-love and the love of others. This is being celebrated by the community. So crossing, well, not crossing that, but we've got the 2 of Swords here. And again, this is about, making those tough decisions, you know. We can be stuck here in a real stalemate situation, back to here. And we've got to take these tough choices and decisions. You know, there can be a lot of emotional detachment here as well. So you're not taking these choices from your emotions. You can go within, nourish yourself, absolutely. And take the blindfold off, that which is preventing you from using your intuition. You can take the swords away from your heart. And then you can make the tough decisions. But I think while you do have yourself locked up emotionally, mentally, and you're refusing to see the truth in the situation, it's going to be really hard on you. But with this card here, the advice this card is right. Take the blinders off. Look, be a long-term visionary, you know? So if we've got anything else to come out to support this lovely 2 of Swords here. Yeah, and this is the Tower. The Tower is brilliant. So anything that was made on faulty foundations, you know, where we were in illusions and we were telling ourselves a load of lies about a situation, the illusions will collapse here. The faulty foundations will collapse. And at this point, with the collapse of those faulty foundations, we really get to build. We get to build so that we feel celebrated, so that we have clarity, so that we're like the Empress. We're full of abundance. We're full of creativity. We're nurturing new life into a situation that really has been damaged here by lies and illusions. There you are, we've got the High Priestess. Again, she's saying, go behind the veil. Look past the illusions that are going on and see the truth. I think this is all about here, about the need, the great need to step into the truth here and take these choices and decisions from a completely different perspective than the one that you were having. This is the second time round I've done this Pisces reading. It's Mercury retrograde at the moment and my camera decided to fail. And I feel very strongly with this reading. It's much the same as the other one. The other one was just a little bit sharper, a little bit more obvious. And it said it really was about coming into this clarity. You know, you've been almost complacent, you know, heart shut down, eyes coasting along. But it's only brought trouble, it's only brought poverty, it's only brought issues. And these will collapse as this truth and clarity comes in. But it's really about taking the time to find what your truth is. You know, how do you honestly feel about a situation? And how can you honestly change it? And look, there we've got the Emperor there. So this is Mr. and Mrs. on top of the world. They really work well together. Because the Emperor, again, it's about bringing this structure and discipline into your life from these very clear choices and decisions that people are going to love. And the Emperor, it's about, he can build strong foundations. When he's built his strong foundations, she can be the divine nurturer. She can just relax and be love, right? You need these two working together. And this implies to me that you're going to build a structure here. Once the old thought patterns, the old ways of being thought, that are really strong. You know, they're above the kings. You know, they come from such a good place. And you'll have the leader, it's like taking leadership and control back over your life, but doing it as the nurturer. And I feel with this in reverse, this could be a lot of the need to provide for your family. You can't just coast on thinking everything's okay. And that does come back. And here you are, driving it forward, right? Take the reins of control. Take your inspiration from being the Emperor and the Empress. Take back control of your life and drive it forward. But drive it forward with heart. So you will be seen. You will be celebrated. So coming out of wherever you were, putting yourself out into the world, it will be celebrated. Here we are. They're driving the chariot, you know, through the city centre. People will see them and celebrate them because these two, like the Sphinx is here, they're driving it together forward, putting in these firm, solid foundations, firm, solid structures, but doing it with the love and the nurture that the Empress brings into it. And you do have control of your vehicle, but you're controlling it with your thoughts, with clarity and with your thoughts, because this pretending everything's fine and it wasn't fine, it really wasn't fine, it hasn't been helpful. We can't just coast along in life. We need to take the reins, we need to take control. And we need to come from a grounded position, not from illusions. I'm going to put this card over here as well, because this is more of these illusions that you were stuck in, and they're falling away. Yeah, you've got to let anything that wasn't grounded in firm foundations and from, you know, practical common sense fall away, so that you can become this really celebrated person here who is strong and has the strength. That takes a lot of strength to drive a chariot forward, and to keep it in control and to keep everything headed in the right direction. But it's all here for you. It's just about allowing it. You're not a victim of all of this. And here again, we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. So this time of the pause, of the illusions, of the rubbish, it's over now. This is saying now is the time to do it. There's almost an urgency in your need to sort things out. We can't pretend it's all good when it's not now. And then here we've got the Five of Wands in reverse. So the inner conflict, the mental turmoil, any fights that you've had with anybody from the past, they're over now. They're done. There will be no more conflict into the future. Any conflict that led to this feeling of depletion, it will be done and it will be over. And that's because you're over, well, it's almost like being healed, and then you overcome all the obstacles and you are celebrated for actually being your true authentic self. This is very much about authenticity. Who are you? What is your divine purpose in life? Yeah, what are you truly meant to be doing? Because when you're truly doing exactly what you're doing, you're meant to be doing, and we're all unique and we're all individual around that, we all have a divine purpose. That's when we really shine our lights. That's when things go really well for us. You know, that's when the things that were lost suddenly come back to you, and we see these little crazy miracles happening in our life. And it's just because we're being who we truly are. We've gotten over the negative emotions. We've got over the fear of lack and the feeling of just, oh, life's too hard. I can't get up. You can get up. Get up. You will be celebrated when you're your authentic self. And this conflict, it's done now. This card is in reverse. There's no more conflict with others. You know, if you think there's a conflict, it's because you're in illusion and you just, you know, got your intuition blindfolded. That conflict's not real anymore, right? It doesn't exist anymore. So you may as well just let go of any resentment or bitterness you had to what happened in the past. Look, here you are. I feel that this is the seed you planted some time ago coming back. You're going to start to see them come to fruition. So if this is in business and you lost your job or you walked away in some big angry argument, there's a second chance. We had the Judgment in the previous reading very much, which is very much about second chances. So your reputation as a really great worker or within your industry, that's still there. So once you get over the sulky bit and the feeling depleted and like you can't go on, your reputation's still there. It still exists. So you will see this abundance, this wonderful life, come in a lot quicker. You know, you will see reward for your efforts, I feel. You know, the seeds you planted, you'll see them grow quicker than you think. And if you're stuck in this mentality of, I've got myself all wrapped up in blindfolds and my heart crossed and I'm having a sulk, you won't see those rewards for effort. And here, yeah. So I had the Ten of Cups in reverse. And I want to put it over here. This is where you had misaligned expectations. You were in the illusion. You were in the emotions. Things were just misaligned from you, for you. There was family tension. Maybe you've been through a divorce and you lost everything. But actually, you're still you. You still have the essence of yourself. Perhaps you just had idealized dreams. You thought it was just going to be so fabulous and so perfect. And you've been going for this goal of everything. Oh, doesn't matter what's going on. I'm still going to be beautiful and loving. Or it's still going to work out fabulous just from the ether. These silly idealized dreams, they've led you to this state of depletion because they just didn't manifest, and they just didn't manifest. So here I have got the Four of Cups. Something's coming in here, news and information. And it's almost like a gift from the universe being handed down you, this cup with all your abundance in it. Gratitude, love, peace, joy. Everything is in your cup. Are you going to raise your head? And this is your choice here. Let the bitter, resentful, hurt emotions completely go. You've got such a big opportunity to do that right now. You're going to raise your head and you're going to drink from this beautiful cup of abundance that's being handed to you. I receive, I receive, I receive is very much the mantra. Receive, receive whatever's been, this news and messages, receive them. Being stuck in this is not where we want to go. And of course then we've got the King of Pentacles. And this guy, he's got long-term stability, family prosperity, and solid foundations. So after the Tower took everything down, can really, from a really strong structure here, clear thought patterns. You know, you can rebuild your structure and stability for your family. I bet you're feeling like you can't at the moment. Like, oh, I can only do menial things. I can only be menial. No, you don't. News and messages are coming in. Or you could reach out to somebody perhaps that's calling you to reach out. But reaching out with clear thoughts, clear ideas. Don't reach out all muddled. Get yourself clear in your thoughts first. So have we got anything else coming in for this reading that our beautiful Pisceans need to know? Oh, that's a whole stack. I don't think that's going to help. So we need a direct question. What's going to help shift this mindset, take them from a low vibrational of lack into that high vibration of abundance? It's an energy we hold through our bodies. You can see it, abundant people with their confidence. What's going to do that? The Justice card comes in. Right, I love this for you. And Justice, this is about, it was karmic. It was a past life karmic situation that really did shatter your world. But I feel like it's done now. This is where truth and fairness comes in. And look, tying in very much up here with our beautiful girl. The truth and the fairness. Okay, because the karma has been cleared. Was it a 7-year cycle? Was it a 10-year cycle? Whatever bad karma you felt you were going through, it's cleared now. And this is where you get to really celebrate. But I think it's important that you acknowledge with your mind, with your thoughts, that this is over and it can't affect you again. Yeah, there will be balanced decisions taken from now. The truth will come out. If anybody has told a lie about you, it's going to come out now. And the world will see that you are this amazing upright character. Here you are, this upright character worth celebrating. Wow, they went through a lot. But look at how great they are now. And there you are. This is the strong, independent person. There you are. So this was in reverse. This was in upright. So this is your time of being held down, of feeling low vibrational, dimming your light for others. Your time of dimming your light for others is over now. You've had your period of rest and reflection and reassessment, but with this card in reverse, it says, right, it's time to get up. It's time to get up and become. Look, this is the Nine of Pentacles, and we like to think of it as a strong, independent person who can provide very well for themselves. But it's not just a financial thing. This is about being truly and deeply happy with all that you've created. You know, having that really sense of security and stability, of joy and happiness, of self-belief, of this kind of self-confidence. So this karmic situation, you dimmed your light, you know, and here we've got the Queen of Swords here saying, please shine your light. We've got the Empress here, shine your light. It's safe to come out now. Yeah? It's safe to come out. Shine your light. Look at her third eye shining away there, and it saw the truth and the clarity. You will become so strong and so independent that you will want to celebrate yourself. And I think this is kind of sort of a community celebrating. You're going to go into a community that will really celebrate you being a part of it. It's going to uplift you. They're going to be so thrilled that you're back. Look, they're cheering you on in this card. Whatever community you go back into here, People are going to see you as that strong, amazing person you were before the karma came in and you had this massive schism. Believe in yourself. People are going to love having you around. Celebrate yourself as well. Wow, I got through that. It nearly took me out. I was on my knees. I thought I was losing everything. But you know what? The help came in the nick of time. And I feel that now is the time for that help to come in. Messages coming in. It's fantastic. And it's going to bring you the help. And the community will just see you back intact as you were. And look, there's the Judgment card. Second chances. Second chances. You can restore. You can beat this. And look, with the Ten of Pentacles, treasure chest. So long-term stability here. Family prosperity. Solid foundations. Yeah? You're going to have a second chance at creating all of that. Just get up out that bed. Go back. Go back to where you truly celebrated. Go to where you were truly celebrated. Go to where, as you seem, are totally on top of your game. Yeah? Everybody's going to love having you back. And it's going to bring you in the family security and stability that you need. And so that flipped over. That's the Page of Pentacles. This is it. This is where we start to build the first baby steps back. And I want to almost put it with these messages. Is it that you need to send a message back into the community that you've been out of for, 7 years. 7-year cycle I'm thinking of. This is where we manifest. This is, how do we manifest this second chance? There we are. That's what it was doing. Takes me a minute sometimes. How do we manifest this second chance that's going to bring us the security and stability that we need? Yeah? So you've got your skills. Maybe you need to brush up on your skills. Maybe you're going to take a new course of study. This implies that there's going to be a really big opportunity in finances or your career coming in. It's beginning. It's beginning now. As soon as you get up there, as soon as these messages come in or you reach out, entirely your choice. These opportunities are going to come. The karma's over. This is just the clearing of the karma. I love this. The clearing of the karma. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. This works quite well here because this can be where we've reviewed our life. I feel like I want to, because this is in reverse, put it in past tense. It was the life review. Have you stopped and thought, what truly made me happy? What is the single most important thing that makes me happy? Because that's where your treasure lies, isn't it? In your own deep inner happiness. How did I earn money? How did I create abundance? What made me the happiness? Look, the happy card. Happiest. And doing that little bit of a life review. And when you realise that when you're in alignment with your career, with what you're meant to be doing, the treasure chest comes on every level. We manifest from happiness. We never, ever manifest from negative and self-doubt. If we're down on ourselves saying, oh, it's all over, I can't do anything, truly, you'll manifest at that level. Yeah, and you'll have that meagre existence, that meagre life. You might have £1 billion in the bank, but you'll still be feeling like, oh, nothing lovely ever happens to me. And you'll manifest a disaster. But taking that life review and that time out, getting yourself in alignment with your true purpose. I think so much here screaming true purpose at me. Celebrate. Reach your treasure chest, the strong, independent person who is celebrated here so much. So I think, yeah, deciding who you truly are and what you truly want to do is what's going to pull you out of this feeling of just overwhelm. If I can't achieve, you can achieve. Look, clearly this is screaming. It's all there. But figure out who you are and be in alignment with it. And then work purposely towards it. So we've got anything else that wants to come out? There we go. Balancing. Balancing your time, balancing your money, balancing your emotions. There we are. We've got the Ace of Pentacles out. This is the seed being handed to you that you can plant in this beautiful fertile soil when you feel good about yourself. It will grow, but it will grow if you feel good, if you enjoy the situation. Page of Cups. This is the cracking open, the new love coming in, the new creativity, the new passion. Yeah? We've got the King of Swords here, and he's in reverse, and I think he's just coming as a little warning as well here. And probably because, you know, I'm pulling all the cards at the moment. He's warning of manipulation, abuse of logic, or an unfair or corrupt decision. And I think that there was an unfair or corrupt decision in the past. And it's what just knocked you off. It was too much. You went into overwhelm. But here is the Five of Swords. You've cut all the heads off, and you don't want their friendship anymore. Whoever it was who hurt you, you have nothing more to do with them. Lies. We're still on this side. We're on those lies and illusions. Somebody told a lot of lies about you. Maybe ruined your reputation, tore you down, and it really did knock you over. But I tell you what, you've got every opportunity here to stand up and begin anew. It's up to you. It's up to your mindset. It's up to you getting connected. In the previous reading, which was so similar to this, that didn't take, we had the beautiful Queen of Wands come in about this stage. Get your charisma on. Get your feel-good factor. Go out and charm the world. That's how you get everything. You feel so good about yourself. You know, when you're being charming, you're actually enjoying yourself. People connect to that big, bright, happy, passionate, creative energy. And that's where you want to go. So there you are. We have got the Knight of Wands. He was in reverse. So I think we've got a little bit of a warning coming here. Probably because I'm waffling on too much. And the Knight of Wands, he can be impulsive, inconsistent, so it's a warning. It's funny how something about the Queen of Wands. Get your charisma on, get your passion on. Instantly there's a warning. Don't be too much. Don't overwhelm people. There's your thing. There's your celebrating self. Right, and this, you've got to take a look. This card says, go within. What will make you feel good about yourself? This card really asks you to question. We can have relationships with people or with ourselves that are really shallow and superficial. Yeah, but I think our souls crave a real depth. To find the treasure chest, you've got to have a depth within your relationships with yourself and with others. So when you hit that real inner depth, and it feels good from in there, that's when we feel really good about ourselves. And that's when we become the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, emotionally balanced, intelligent, compassionate, strong leadership, strong New Age style leadership. You'll lead your own life forward. I have no doubt about it. So look, it's all there for you. I can't believe how positive it was. Loads of warnings in it as well. You know, get those emotions under control. Take the clear, concise decisions. There's messages coming in. Maybe this is somebody who's giving you a wake-up call and going, right, stop the nonsense. What's the practical things you do now? And this is where you're going to take a reassessment of your life. Reassessment of your life here. This person's going to come in going, why are you so unhappy? Why is your house so unhappy? Why can't you see the truth in this situation? Why are you caught up in these lies and illusions? Yeah, put you into the truth. It's going to give you the shock of your life. The tower's going to fall. You're going to realise that when you have a victory, but you're the only one left standing to celebrate because you've hurt everybody in your path, is that really a victory? That just becomes a King of Swords person, doesn't it? You know, somebody that nobody wants to be around. They've abused their logic. They've been full of lies. You know, there were unfair and corrupt decisions. Yes, there were. You had a lot of reason to go into this space, but quite frankly, I think somebody's coming with a wake-up call, a big old message that says, get up, get strong, dependent, don't be codependent anymore. This is codependency, this is independence. This is when you create for yourself on every single level. And this is what I really wish for you. So if you've taken anything from this reading, please do like the video, subscribe, and you're very welcome to leave a comment, because everybody's stories within this will be different, because we're all unique individuals, and I'd love to hear them. Okay, wishing you well until next time. Take care from Avalon.